I hope you guys are doing well. Listen, I want to talk to you about this Hero Success Spectrum Recovery Guide. So, this recovery guide is the guide that you receive after you take your Hero Success Spectrum assessment. It is an assessment that's going to look at you across 5 different areas of your business. And this recovery guide gives you everything that you need to go from struggling to being successful. So let's get into it. I'm just going to go through like a little bit of what's in here, but the way that you receive this guide is taking the assessment. All right, so click the link to take the assessment. You have to take a picture of your results. So take a screenshot of your results and post it in the group. And when you do that, I will send you this recovery guide. This is truly your path from chaos to control. A lot of you guys are just starting, or maybe you've made a little bit of money, but you need to have some systems in place. I am here to help you. All right, let's go. So first thing we're looking at is lead generation. I want you to get from feast or famine. I want you to get to consistent flow. So if you have ever been worried about where your next client is coming from, your income is fluctuating wildly from month to month, you rely heavily on referrals, you spend money on ads, but you don't have anything to show for it, if you feel like you are shouting into the void on social media, this is for you. 5 things I want you to do. You need to have a lead magnet. You need to have landing pages. You need to go on a content sprint. That means you need to post content every day for 90 days. If you have the budget for it, you need to do simple and paid ads, and you need a referral request system. Okay. The next thing we're looking at is your CRM. I want you to go from scattered contacts to a systemic relationship. It's got to be systematic. Okay. If you have contacts scattered everywhere, from your socials to your emails to your phone, you need to put a system in place. If you forget to follow up with people and you don't remember the last conversation you had, you need a system in place. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to choose and set up one CRM. You can start with HubSpot, which is free for the first, I think, 500 or 1,000. But you can even do a Google Sheet. A Google Sheet is better than nothing. All right. I want you to create a follow-up sequence so that when people get added, how are we following up with them? I want you to do lead scoring and tagging. Tag people in your CRM. And then I want you to put everyone into a pipeline stage, meaning they're either a lead, they're qualified, you've sent them a proposal, you're negotiating, or you won or lost. Move them through the stages so you can have an idea of what's in your pipeline. And block, maybe 30 minutes every Friday, an hour every month to go through your CRM and update it as you need to. All right, the next thing that we are looking for after we look at your CRM is your sales process. I want you to get from these weird conversations where you're scared to ask for the sale, and I want you to get to predictable profits. All right, so if every sales conversation sounds like you're fumbling, you don't know what you're offering, if you don't track what's working and what's not working in your sales process, if your close rate is inconsistent, or if you don't know what a close rate is, you need to pay attention to this section, right? You're going to create a sales call framework. You're going to build a proposal and a contract. I want you to have an objection handling playbook. A lot of us don't even know the reason why people don't buy. We might think it's money. We might think it's value. We might think it's messaging. We need to ask those questions and then develop a playbook to help us respond to people when they bring up objections. Also, I want you to track your conversions. How many conversations are you having and how many conversations are you closing? The next thing we're looking at is your marketing and your content. Remember, I told you to do a 90-day sprint. Well, this gets even more specific. Do you post sporadically? Does your content even generate leads? Are you creating content from scratch every single time? Does your content position you as an actual expert? And do you create content but you don't repurpose it? Ooh. If you got a low score in this section, this will help you. I want you to think about what your core content pillars are. Do your 90-day content plan, right? 90-day sprint. Also, do batching workflows. 4 hours once a week. Create all your content for the next week. You're done. Social posts, record your videos, take your posts, your photos, and schedule. All done. And also master the art of repurposing. You can take one piece of content and you can turn it into up to 10 different pieces of content. I know it says 4 to 6, but you could slice it and dice it so many ways. Get creative about how you can use content over and over again, and stop spreading yourself so thin. Choose one platform and focus on it. The one that's giving you the most results, focus on that. And last but not least at all, not least at all, is your analytics. Please start tracking your finances. I want you to understand how much money you're bringing in each month and how much money you might be leaving on the table. Also, UTM codes. UTM tracking is those little codes at the end of a URL that will tell you where the traffic is coming from. So as you start making more sales, I want you to understand what is driving your traffic and your conversions. Also, have a monthly analytics dashboard. What are the key performance indicators that drive sales in your business? Is it how many comments you get? Is it how many sales calls? Is it whatever it is? Put it on this dashboard so you can be tracking it month over month. Also, Google Analytics is an amazing tool. You need to have GA4 installed on your website. If you don't know what that means, slide into my DMs. We can help you. And at least once every quarter, I need you to review your analytics. All right? So here's a quick weeks 1 through 8 of ways that you can put this into place. Because I just gave you a lot of homework, right? I don't expect you to do it all at once, but I do expect you to do it. All right, so again, take your Hero Success Spectrum assessment and then post it in the group and you will get this full guide. Talk to you guys later. Bye.